final conference for the Measured and Managed Innovation Program. What can you tell me about the key findings of the program?
Well, we have been running a program for 2 years, looking at holistic innovation in Nordic companies. We've had participation from 100 companies, 800 managers total from different functions. And we've been looking at where are they focusing and where do they have their efforts in innovation. What we're seeing is that we are rather have a traditional approach to innovation. We are biased towards offering-oriented innovation, not so much on customer-oriented or process-oriented or partnership. So this is one of the key findings. However, we see that companies want to move into other areas of innovation, and that some are actually starting to make that leap happening. But however, it's a difficult transition to make for many companies.
And there was a certain tendency to do one thing and wish to do something else. Do you agree with that?
Yes, it seems from, I mean, we have reliable data, and when we ask the companies, where are you today and what would you like to do tomorrow? It turns out that they are not necessarily putting their money where their mouth is. So we're still, as we said at today's program presentation, kind of stuck in a product process model, but at least we know where the problem is from today, and that is that it's no longer sufficient to operate within product and process if you want to compete in the next 5 years probably.
And Nordic Innovation as a public institution, what have you learned from the process?
Well, we've learned that maybe we need to discuss with the national innovation agencies what kind of support programs we offer companies in the Nordic region. Maybe they are too product and offering oriented as well. Maybe we need to look more into partnership facilitation of partnership innovation and other areas.
What can you take away from the conference today, the final MMI conference, where we've heard a lot of presentations from the companies participating in the program?
One thing is that, as we stated in the report, innovare means in Latin to change. And I think we have managed to change and move the companies. From the great company panels, they said, yeah, we were operating when we started 2 years ago in product process, but we definitely will change our focus and we will put effort into dimensions like customer experience, but also partnership. So we know where the stone in the shoe is, so to speak, but also one great challenge to us, both from innovation policy and I would say in the national innovation agencies, is that we thought maybe that we were very ahead with this business model innovation program, but from listening to Heidi Shaughnessy and what's going on, it's a great transformation. And reminds me of the Charles de Gaulle when he was asked about their preparedness for the Second World War and said we were 100% prepared just for the First World War. And there's a bit of a feeling about that. But it's also a great challenge for the future of innovation policy in the Nordics, but also the companies. They don't have 2 more years to be operating in product and process, I would say.
And what do we need to do differently?
We need to change our mindset too in the public sector and how we interact. Maybe we should also say, what does partnership ecosystem means for us? Instead of seeing us as kind of an outsider, being a natural element in that ecosystem that the companies operate in, and that defines a new role for public innovation as well.
And the same question for you, Hans Christian. What can we get better at in the Nordic countries when working with innovation?
Well, I think from a company level, we need to realize that the speed of change is really increasing all the time, and that the world tomorrow will be radically different from the world today. New technologies are changing the playing field. As an example, it took 400 years for the printing press to reach a mass audience. Cell phone, 7 years. And social media, just a few years, 2 years, for Facebook to reach 1 billion users. And it's changing the landscape of how we work. Now we have 3D printing coming. It will change the way we manufacture. There will be disruptive technologies coming, and companies need to be on the alert and be able to do what they do better, but at the same time, be prepared to do something completely different. We need to also have innovation support systems that work in these dynamic environments.